6 boxes of Donruss baseball. All right, including Mysterious. Good luck, everyone. Once we show the first hit, that is it. There are still 3 teams available. You have the Orioles at 50, and then at 45 apiece, the Twins and the Rangers. 10% off 3 teams or more, so you can even save a little bit if somebody wanted to swoop in and grab all 3. Good luck, everyone, and let's have some fun here with Donruss. Donruss, I like Donruss. Donruss is a nice, fun, good bang for the buck set. 3 hits per box. And again, I feel like a lot of the singles out of Donruss, like the rated rookies, rated prospect cards, starting to gain a little bit in value. All right, we have the first hit in my hand, and it is one of the 3 teams scrolling at the bottom of the screen here. Again, first hit is in my hands, and it is technically at the moment what I would call a miss. So again, Orioles 50, Twins 45, Rangers 45. Rangers just got taken by Michael Kelly. That just leaves the Orioles at 50 and the Twins at 45. And Jeff Lukowitz is going to grab the Orioles. So that just leaves the Twins. Kirilloff is a rookie in Donruss, yes. So Kirilloff is in Donruss. He was kind of held out of Top Series 1 because they wanted to build a stronger Series 2. But obviously, immediately right into Inception that he went, so... So, correct, it's 3 hits per box. All right, so it looks like we're sold out then. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to the 8-box football break, which is almost a standby, and the Big League Baseball mixer as well. Well, we'll have to find out in a minute, won't we? Ooh, got an artist proof coming up. Those are always fun. Oh, we not only have the first hit in my hand, we have a whammy. And this ain't like press your luck. Whammies are actually a good thing. They're one of the case hits. So we don't go no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, stop. We want to see whammies. So again, sold out for Donruss, 642 out of 2021, Alex Verdugo. Ian Anderson, blue. Vlad Jr. with the blue star parallel. Blake Snell, hollow blue. Those are the hobby exclusives. And we went from Big Sexy to Big Poppy. David Ortiz, 5 out of 10, artist proof. I gotta refresh this. I don't know why, but not all the... There we go. Hey, Hector, what's going on? Couldn't tell who the eyeballs were. Ichiro. Hollow blue. Again, we are sold out for this break, but we have two other good ones scrolling at the bottom of your screen. One is the Big League Baseball Mixer. This is big stuff in there. Go big or go home. We also have the 8-box Football Mixer. And we've unleashed a nice little Mike Trout here. 58 out of 349, unleashed. Javi Baez. Bellinger. Vlad Jr., 1487. Out of 2021. Nelson Cruz, hollow blue. And Bryce Baby, Liberty parallel. It's hard to tell, but you got the, there we go. Statue of Liberty. Numbered 3 out of 431, Cal Ripken Jr. It's a nice card there for the Orioles. They were one of the last teams taken. Evan White. And the Orioles, 53 out of 99, also had the first hit. So Renato Nunez for Baltimore. Renato Nunez, Baltimore. Mark McGuire. So Orioles starting us off. La Pantera. And Whammy. No, not that kind of whammy. Like the kind that goes out of the ballpark. Bo Bichette, Blue Jays. $725 out of 2021. Juan Soto and Jose Altuve close out the stack. Oh, that's a fun one. Got a nice parallel coming up soon. And again, 6 boxes of Donruss in total. Donruss always a fun set as far as lots of cool inserts and parallels. You got short prints. They've added some super short print like Mysterious. And I really feel like the rated rookies have gotten a little bit more clout than they did going way back to 2014 when Donruss first came back into the hobby. All right. Hit number 2 coming out. I like the way that looks. All right. Again, they may not have the MLB Club logos on them, but they do have some great designs. Yeah, first hit was Renato Nunez for the Orioles. And there's a cool looking Juan Soto, 158 out of 249. Youngest to win the batting title. So, Yordan Alvarez. Sam Huff. Chef G. Never heard that nickname for Garrett Cole, but 1023 out of 2021. Brian Anderson, Hollow Blue. Leody Taveras, 576 out of 2021, Dylan Bundy. Bellinger with the Hollow Blue. Babe Ruth. Is Dominguez in this set? I want to say no. I don't believe so. Why can't I see freaking comments on my Facebook? They're just not showing up. It's not even a delay. Got Jose Ramirez. Joey Bart with the Blue Star parallel. We'll top load that. Sonny Gray. Clark Schmidt. Hall of Famer Rod Carew, 844 out of 2021. Yordan Alvarez. So, Yeah, I mean, for the base cards, it's like I'd have to flip it over 10 times after Sunday. I'll show the important ones, but sometimes I flip it and sometimes it's just not worth it. 1975 out of 2021, Joe Adell. That's a nice one there for the Angels. We got Dalton Varsho. Fergie Jenkins with a Blue Star parallel. And Dustin May. And next hit for Detroit Rock City, Casey Mize. And I think that's going to go in a 100, so let me get that in a minute. Starling Marte, 19 out of 50. President parallel. If you look there, it's President's Day with Washington and Lincoln. And Jim Thome with the blue, with the hollow blue parallel. We had a beautiful signed baseball of his out of TriStar Platinum the other day. And we got another mixer coming up soon that's going to have the TriStar balls in them. But earlier today, we did post a random team break for baseball. All right, I thought it was a nice little mix. We had a Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo. All right, that includes the one-of-one autograph proof. Or not one-of-one autograph. Yeah, it's a proof. It's not like Valiant. You also have a box of Leaf Ultimate Draft. So 16 autographs in total. And then the other box is Bowman Draft First Edition. So no actual autos in there, but the first edition cards carry some weight, especially the parallels. So some big money cards possible out of that. So those three boxes, it's $49 for one team. Or you can get three for $139. $49 for one team, three for $139. And Dominguez is, oh, look at that. Not bad for Donruss. Dominguez is in those Leaf sets. So, just a heads up on that. I know it's random team, but if you take the 3-team deal, you got a 1 in 10 chance. All about that base, about that base. Got Tatis, Jake Cronenworth, numbered 367 out of 2021, Clayton Kershaw. Aaron Nola, ace of the Phillies. Christian Pache with the rated rookie. 1525 out of 2021, Bo Jackson. And Big Sexy in a hollow blue. Brian Hayes. Jose Abreu with the Blue Star parallel. Pablo Lopez. Ryan Mountcastle. 1244 out of 2021, Xander Bogaerts. Mets, Pete Alonso. Elite Series, Ronald Acuna Jr. 197 out of 999. Shane Bieber. Patrick Corbin, 1972 out of 2021. Juan Soto with the blue. Trending, Davy Garcia, 940 out of 999. Correa. David Peterson. Berkman in blue. And the valued collector card. Oh, no, wait. The good stuff's on the front, right? Signature Series autograph. Hello. Angels. Joe Adele. Angels. Joe Adele.
Did my phone get charged?
It was at 34 when I started. What is that now?
33.
Okay.
I don't know.
It might be a while. Alright, next hit is in my hands. Oh, I think he'll pan out. I mean, you can't ever call somebody can't miss, but I don't think we got to worry too much about him. That's cool. Okay. Gators go down. There's Alex Kirilloff with the rated rookie. Trevor Story, 1751 out of 2021. Dustin May. Leody Taveras. Chris Bryant, 172 out of 2021. And Oral Hershiser with the hollow blue. Unleashed, Nolan Arenado, 95 out of 999. And Casey Mize with a hollow blue. Sammy Sosa, Liberty parallel. 1338 out of 2021, the Babe. And Pablo Lopez. 12 out of 111, Troy Glaus. Angel there. Nelson Cruz with the Diamond King. There's Casey Mize. John Means, Blue Star. Walker Bueller. And next hit is going to go to the Yankees. Gio Urshela. Max Scherzer. And Baltimore strikes again. Keegan Aiken. So second hit for the Orioles. Here comes the Judge. Two hits there. So again, if anybody is looking to get into the big league mixer, all right, we're about halfway home on that one. I did lower the amount of teams needed to run it, but I do want to definitely get some more of these off the board. Some big names still available too. That one is not for the casual blaster box buyer. This is, I want a shot at something real nice. And then the 8-box Pick Your Team football mixer. 3 teams away from standby, so one person taking advantage of 10% off 3 or more teams would bring that break to standby. You got 4 boxes of limited, a Donruss box, 2 Lucky's Loot, football buyback edition, and a box of Chronicles Draft. I believe it's this week for hobby. All right, Skunk bonus is a spot in the Slabber Knocker. Ravens 135, Bills 125, Broncos 135, Dolphins 225, Eagles 225, Chargers 395, Seahawks 65, Rams 90, Bucks 90, Washington 120, Falcons 30, Panthers 60, Bengals 325. Colts 135, Jaguars 85, Raiders 90. So we got Acuna 115 out of 999. And then Keston Hira. Kest Daddy? Who's your daddy? I don't know. I don't know that nickname. I saw that come up while I was getting everything set up to come live. Yeah, he's done for the year. I saw that he was pulled from the game, fractured wrist. So I guess they got X-rays done and he's done. 45 out of 100. Andre Dawson. Well, I think that's going to affect the sale of Panini Prism. Little bit, right? First off the line, I think, is tomorrow. I don't think they're going to even get $2,500 a box now. They originally came out at like $3,000 a box, and everybody was just like, "What?" There's nobody in this rookie class except for LaMelo Ball, and now he's gone, done for the year. I don't know. He was so hands down the Rookie of the Year candidate. Do you think anybody can catch up to him? Patino with the blue. Can anyone catch up to LaMelo Ball and steal Rookie of the Year from him? Or are we too far gone? Jordan, Aaron Nola. Or does he not have a shot because he's too early in the season out? 1982 out of 2021. So yeah, Edwards seems to be the only other name that gets mentioned whenever I say, so who is in this rookie class besides Ball? Do you think it's going to be easy for him to catch up, or do you think he's going to have to step it up a little bit? Casey Mize, 91 out of 349, the rookies. And Clemens with the hollow blue. Wiseman. I haven't really looked up too much on him. He's another one I see rookies going on posts for, though. We're now searching. That's fun. That's fun too. I like that. What happened with protocol? Another tournament game suspended? Whew, this is a beastly run here. This final stack of the second box has some fun stuff coming up. So the whammies are the case hit. There is a super short print called Mysterious. I don't know if that comes one per case or if that comes one in every several cases. But generally you will see a whammy. Every once in a blue moon you'll actually see two in a case. But 1505 out of 2021, George Brett. And Ryan Sandberg, a couple Hall of Famers from back in the day. Jose Abreu, 126 out of 249. And Juan Soto, Hollow Blue Diamond King. Joey Votto with the stat line, 72 out of 419. Blake Snell. Dalton Varsho, 918 out of 2021. And again, there's a lot of these little variations. They're not uncommon Donruss, so I don't really give them too much attention anymore. But Windy City hollow blue variation. Since it's a parallel, I'll point it out. And here comes the Bohm. Ready or not, Blue Star. So we've got Bart and Bohm already showing up as a Blue Star parallel. I like it. Nelson Cruz. Jimenez. Mike Trout. 691 out of 2021 Diamond King. And we got another variation. This one is the Mini Apple. Minneapolis, right? Minnesota Twins, don't you know? Bartolo Colon, Brian Anderson. Oh, those last-minute pickups. Alex Kirilloff, Twins. There's German Marquez. So, Alex Kirilloff, Twins. All right. We'll get the rest of that film later. Box number 3. So we're only a third of the way through on these boxes, and we've already hit some real nice stuff. This is what I love about Donruss. So we're going to see some more Donruss and some mixers coming up. All right, including the next one. Oh yeah, a lot of action in these. For years, Donruss has always been a best bang for the buck type set. It's not high end, but for what it costs, you can get some fairly decent stuff out of it. I consider it low risk, medium reward. George Springer, Brian Reynolds, Nick Madrigal, 368 out of 2021. Lance Berkman, Jonathan Papelbon. Right now, they're about $179 a box, last I checked. Kevin Gausman. Josh Donaldson, 1471 out of 2021. Pedro Martinez. Luis Robert, trending, 220 out of 349. And now we got a blue Alec Bohm. DJ LeMahieu, 684 out of 999. And Acuna with the hollow blue Diamond King. Evan White, 244 out of 2021. Mike Yastrzemski. Mike Soroka. Josh Hader, 1492 out of 2021. And Lance Lynn. Oh boy. Well, we sold out this break, and that's been a good thing because we've already seen a few cards I could have been carrying. And like I say, don't let those hits be misses, and we definitely haven't this time around. So again, the only new break I posted today was the random team 3-boxer. All right, all prospect sets. We got a Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo Box, a Leaf Ultimate Draft, and a 2020 Bowman Draft First Edition box. Yeah, I like the Ripken. I'm biased, so he was my favorite player growing up. But yes, definitely a fan of the Ripken. All about that base. There's Ryan Mountcastle, Josh Donaldson, Dale Murphy, 174 out of 400 with the stat line. Sammy Sosa, Unleashed, 640 out of 999. Joey Gallo. And we got Luis Garcia, Blue Star. George Springer. Jazz Chisholm. Corbin Burns with the stat line, 21 out of 193. Good old Gary Carter in blue. Like the 87 retros in here. Sam Huff. Elite Series, 277 out of 249. Trevor Bauer. I don't know about Elite. Elite Twitter presence, yeah. Nolan Arenado. Clayton Kershaw, 585 out of 2021. Ricky. Ricky likes hollow blue. And the third hit for the Orioles. And I think the best by far, Ryan Mountcastle. So for best by far for the Orioles. But 3 hits ain't bad for a team that almost got glossed over, including their top rookie. And now, finishing up box number 3. So everything we've seen so far, and we're almost halfway done. And if anybody did not see the link to the 3-box break that we posted earlier, and you need it, just let me know, and I'll get you the 411. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think at the very least, we should be able to get that randomized tomorrow. But hasn't even been a day yet, so let's see if we can't sell that out. Oh, back to back. Man, these are loaded, this box. Love this set. This is really the first year Donruss has kind of fetched optic type money. And, you know, Donruss, unlike Topps, is just one series. So they didn't hold any rookies back. Doc Gooden, 1033 out of 2021. So as good as Topps Series 1 is, and again, the flagship is going to be preferred over the rated rookie. 785 out of 2021. Andy Pettit. You've still got even more rookie power pumped into these boxes. And check out this back-to-back. We got the Lady Liberty parallel for Alex Kirilloff. And then really working hard on a rainbow for this guy. This is the 3rd parallel. Here comes the Bohm, ready or not, 97 out of 100. Alec Bohm. I mean, even if we don't pull an auto of him, little by little, Philly's working on recouping 100%. Not there yet, probably, but getting there. Some good cards. 440 out of 452, Dansby Swanson. Paul Goldschmidt. Mike Yastrzemski, 19 out of 158 stat line. And here come the Judge, hollow blue. Kyle Lewis, 358 out of 2021. And Gigante, Jose Altuve. Judge, again, this one is numbered 18 out of 2021. Brady Singer, hollow blue. Nate Pearson. Mike Trout. And numbered 70 out of 99. Greg Maddux, that's going to go to the Cubbies. 70 out of 99. Greg Maddux. Cubbies with a pinstripe. So, big league mixer. Can we get that to go by the end of this week? That would be an awesome Friday night break. And I think with a lot of the stimmy checks arriving, that might be a possibility. All right, again, a big money break there, but big money possibilities. 8-box football mixer. I was hoping we could get that rolling for tonight, but with as late as we got to 25 on Donruss, I'm thinking hopefully tomorrow night. Oh yeah, this is a fun set. All right. And it doesn't get a lot of credit, you know. It might make some flippers scoff. This one, if your only goal is to flip, it's actually not bad. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of little by little. But you can definitely make out nicely on these boxes. But if you enjoy collecting cards, you know, of your favorite teams and players and rookies and whatnot, just look at some of the rookie parallels we've been knocking out of it. And you can have fun working on rainbows of these guys. At least getting the easy stuff. But you're getting like 2 big name rookies in the same pack pretty frequently. And we're going to see it happen again in a few minutes. Two big name rookies coming out back to back in just a second. So yeah, I always enjoyed Donruss. When it first came back out in 2014, the base cards were really bland. And then they came out with pretty much the same look in 2015. So it was like they kind of fell out of favor a little bit in the early going, and they had to regain it back. But the insert design was always spot on. And, you know, you get the, well, they don't have the major league logos on them, but they don't need it to look good. And now the base cards are a lot cleaner looking and a little more fun to collect. And I think that's reflected in their values. 106 out of 2021, DJ LeMahieu. Got Tim Anderson. And you do have a lot of parallels between the stat lines, the hollow blues, and, you know, the other numbered parallels. And then the designs, right? Like the 100, the Blue Star, the Liberty, the President's Day. They even have the mask parallel, number to 19, the COVID-19 parallel. I thought that was a little overboard, but whatever. It was I guess done in fun, so we're gonna have fun with it because this is a fun set. 1952 out of 2021, Max Fried, Ichiro. For the Mariners. Bobby Dahlbeck. Hello, Joe Adell. 571 out of 999. And right behind him, Alex Kirilloff, Hollow Blue. Well, again, it's going to be why you're collecting the guys in the first place. So, you know, the Leaf, the Donruss, the Onyx, the other Panini stuff, you know, the cards don't have the value that the Topps value ones have. You know, some of that's perception. Perception is a lot in this hobby. Fergie Jenkins to 2021, Justin Turner, and some of that is, you know, some people grumble about the fact that they got to Photoshop the pictures and all that. You know, some people don't even consider them real cards or licensed cards. I mean, the Panini stuff's licensed. It's just licensed by the MLBPA. It's Players Association. So... Barry Larkin, Reds, going to be the next relic. But, I mean, you get a product like this where we can do a 6-box break, all right, which does qualify as a 10K challenge break. And we can do it where even the biggest teams, I don't think any team was over $100. They're coming at like 80, 85, right? For the bigger teams. And what you're getting out of it is good stuff. You know, the Reds weren't an expensive team. All right, well, you got Barry Larkin relic. Griffey auto would have been even cooler, but they're really hard to get. So yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of changes in the last couple years. There are cards that I have sold that what they go for now is crazy. You don't know. All right. I often go back to the example of Mike Trout. 10 years ago, I bought a lot of his cards, like a lot of about 500 of them for 75 cents a pop. And, you know, started flipping them at $2 and eventually, you know, they were going for $20 a card, and then I was out. But it was a good run. Who would have known that they would have gone up to like $1,000 a piece or more if they PSA 10, right? But there's a lot of things in the hobby that we still don't know. We still don't know what the next few years are going to bring.
I think we shoved up the pillow so it's up in the air.
And I mean, you can listen to Gary V or Vegas Dave, and they're both hype guys, and they're both hyping, you know, the opposite thing. And when it's all said and done, there's probably going to be something in the middle. There's probably going to be some sort of regression. I mean, look at basketball card prices for Zion and Ja and some of these other guys. You know, certain things are holding value and climbing, and other things are like, well, maybe not. But what we do know is that at this stage of the game, trading cards are cool in the retro sense, but retro fads end up being fads. What's bringing the value to these cards is the fact that they're being looked at as a commodity. And when you have stuff like cryptocurrency and even like these, I forget what the technical name for it, but like the Top Shots, these like unique moments that in time that are frozen for you, that are people are buying those digital clips for, you know, even as much as like 5 figures. It's craziness, but it's like, you know, the Dogecoin and all that stuff. There's no backing for it. At least with the trading cards, you have a measure, right? 30 out of 387, Giancarlo Stanton.
Let's go, Pook. Come on.
You know, at least for the current players. Here come the Judge, 216 out of 249. So, like right now, LaMelo Ball got injured. What's going to happen to his prices? Well, the market's going to react to that injury, and you're probably going to see a drop-off on a bunch of stuff. Is there a difference? 2022 draft class, I'm not really a big follower of college, but it's you get a draft class as horrible as 2013 once in a decade. And it's going to happen. It just happened for the NBA, and I think the repercussions are about to start to be noticed on that. As far as PSA and BGS, there is definitely a difference. And there's different perspectives, both short-term and long-term, as far as, you know, what the top grading companies are. The PSA 10 is the standard for the industry. I'm not saying that it should be, because we see a lot of 10s that don't even deserve to be 10s out there. 4 out of 50, Mike Soroka, President's Day. I mean, there's some stuff that is coming out of 10, and they're probably coming out of these massive bulk submissions. And, you know, I mean, it's a judgment thing, just to begin with, so that makes it a challenge. All right. There's guidelines, but it still depends on judgment. The Black Label 10 for Beckett and the Pristine 10 is a lot tougher to get than a PSA 10, and those are the ones that get you the highest value. But they are difficult to get. I have only submitted a few cards, and again, I don't do a lot of submissions. So, you know, compared to some people, it's not a lot. That's a whole separate conversation. We can go into that in a few minutes too, but the eBay thing, I am one of those who is not a fan of eBay. So, and again, you have a lot of, that's one thing you have a lot of in this hobby is opinions. 452 out of 2021, Christian Pache. And hey, I'm sure there's opinions of mine that aren't very popular. I tend to think, and we got Trevor Rogers, Marlins, and Tim Anderson with the hollow blue. What in the heck is this? Does this guy know, like, how to spell his name? Becky's signature is better than that. Sorry. See, that might be an unpopular opinion. But PSA, you know, is the standard because it's either a 9 or a 10. And the BGS 9.5 tends to fall in between. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think a BGS 9.5, all right, that's gem mint. And if you have no subs under 9.5 and you have plus subs, that should be better than a PSA 10, in my opinion. I don't know if that day will ever come. But, and it's why I use Beckett for when I grade my stuff. You know, with all the scandal, and PSA has really had quite a few scandalous moments over the last few years. And the way that they give out 10s like they're Tic Tacs. All right, you look at some of these horribly off-centered Prism basketball cards. I like Beckett. HGA, the slabs look cool. I don't know. I haven't seen enough to compare, but I feel like they grade maybe a little easier than Beckett, but a little harder than PSA. It's hard to tell. I haven't seen enough HGA stuff to really make an opinion. They're a new company, so they're going to make mistakes, but I've made a lot of silly mistakes. You know, like misspellings. Somebody was showing me a card that was graded a 9.5, but no sub was greater than 9. And then I showed him a card that was graded an 8 and no sub was less than 9, or vice versa. I don't remember which. And it's like just too many mistakes. Now, they take them back and they fix them for you right away. And they don't make you, wait at the end of the line or anything like that. I always thought SGC was a good company to deal with. But they kind of came out like with that big ball swagger last year and kind of put the competition down for getting all backed up. And then they ended up getting horrifically backed up and they had to stop submissions. So, well, they say that, and I would take a BGS 9.5, like I said, with some 10 subs over a PSA 10 personally. The computer grading, they called it AI. They pretty much called it artificial intelligence at first, and they had nothing substantial to back it. Apparently, they just use really good scanners, which isn't a computer program really doing anything other than magnifying the card instead of, just depending on a jeweler's loop or whatever, the tools of the trade are typically. So I don't know about the whole hybrid thing. Casey Mize Blue Star, but I'm not going to say they're doing a terrible job with the grades. They just gotta, I don't know. I feel like they've got this like high powered, computer scanning system, and they look over the cards, but with some of the mistakes, you got to wonder if they're like taking edibles before they. Woo! Yeah, that one's great. It's like great rhymes with 8. I'll just put an 8 on it, even though it's got all 9.5 stuff. Like, you got to wonder why the mistakes are being made, and I just think it's just they're not used to it. Personally, 976 out of 999. Ronald Acuna unleashed. No one really talks about, what is it, GSC? The slabs are ugly. They got to fix that. But they grade comic books, and they've gone over, you know, they started doing the Pokemon and the Magic cards and all that, and now they're doing the trading cards. So that is another company that I think has some legs to stand on and can take some of the burden. And here's the thing, if you notice, nobody's trying to compete with PSA, CGC, something like that. I thought there was an S in there too. I don't know. Anyway, no one's trying to compete with PSA. All these other companies are using subgrades. Manny Machado, 33 out of 75. Yeah, and it's because they were trying to take away from PSA by undercutting them on the no subgrade price. So they're going to be more expensive to grade with because you got subgrades, but if you didn't get the subgrades, you could get your grading done cheaper. And that didn't really matter because the demand was so high. Why were you trying to make anything cheaper to begin with? This has been a problem where stuff's been backing up for a long time now. And you gotta say this. There's a lot of risk involved for these companies. How many billions of dollars of cards are backed up right now at PSA, do you think? I wouldn't even have a clue. 66 out of 80 Mookie Betts. Out of 80 is cool. How about we'll give that top load a minute. So, yeah, and card grading is not for everyone. I'm not a huge guy that's into it. It was actually around the time that stuff started getting grading that I got out of the hobby. And it was the combination of eBay and people, you know, when this first started, everybody and their mother did it. You would just go to the card shop and they would grade your cards. And if you were their good customer, they wouldn't give you bad grades. You know, I had a card that didn't fit into the holder. It was an 89 Griffey. The guy said it was beautiful, it was perfect, except that it had like it was kind of miscut. So it was actually 1/16 of an inch too big for the holder. Looked gorgeous raw, so I ended up selling. I mean, back then, it's like they were down to like, I think, $25. And then I don't think I'd bought another trading card for about 12 years after that. But it is great you can pull Keith Hernandez. I agree 100%. So if you're selling cards, grading is extremely important. If it's your PC, that's the great part of it, is it's all about preference. Some people just like the slabs. They just like the look of the slabs. And I think that's really helped HGA in popularity, is that, they've gotten a lot of positive attention. All right, some negative. Anybody new is going to get negative attention. I remember when I first started breaking. And it wasn't like today where everybody and their mother was doing this. Like, there were a lot of established people that did not like new breakers around. And now by the time all these shelf clearers from Target have shown up, they probably are like, well, whatever. Yeah, a lot of guys just do the initials. I feel like it's more common with football players. I don't know, maybe too many shots to the head, they don't remember their letters. Like I should talk. I probably had one concussion too many. But, you know, you go get something out of your PC slab with HGA, and it's going to look nice. And if they make a spelling error or something like that, they'll fix it. Yeah, and it won't get in any worse shape than it already is. You know, things happen. Now, I'm trying to remember what the other thing we were going to go back to. Yes, we're on box number 5, sorry. Let me see if I can scroll up high enough. No. Oh, eBay. We've talked about eBay a lot in the past. I was an eBay power seller once. It actually used to be the opposite way around. The buyer would often get screwed because the seller was the one who was, you know, selling stuff, and they were making off the money off the commission, so they didn't want to mess with the sellers. And I got burned for a couple grand on a deal where they pretty much locked the person's PayPal account because they were being investigated for internet fraud. And even though the money was still in the account, they wouldn't give it back to me. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, you know, 24 years old, you know, about to get married. And some guy who was pulling scams on movies didn't have the product, and they wouldn't refund the money. Now it's the other way around. Now it's the seller is completely exposed, and you know, lube up. But a lot of people have gotten sick. 1183 out of 2021, Barry Larkin, of eBay's antics, and don't really use eBay. So then why is eBay still the price guide that you have to go by? Well, yeah, but the eBay comps say this. Well, there's a lot of people that don't use eBay comps. And actually with the really high-end stuff, all right, you see high-end stuff on eBay, but that's not the comps that people go by. What do we go by on really high-end stuff? Go by the auction houses, right? So that tells you right there, 426 out of 999. You know, eBay's got its purpose, but I mean, in all reality, all right, and again, I started doing flea markets, and now I do the national. eBay is the flea market of the internet. Sam Huff. eBay is the flea market of the internet. And that's why somebody asks me for a price on something. All right, many of you have asked me, what is this worth? Do I ever give you just one number? I kind of give you what the wholesale price is and what the top retail price is. Anything in there is fair market value. All right? Kyle Tucker, 1350 out of 2021. DD. So eBay is not for overcharging necessarily. Trust me, I have gotten in the past many a steal off of eBay because the person didn't list their item correctly. I remember I got an Aaron Rodgers rookie. This was, again, way back when. Probably like 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. Right around when I first started doing shows, actually. It was my first mall show that I sold this card. And I got the card for $2.56. And I bid on it, and I'm like, that card looks kind of shiny. I'm like, I'm wondering if it's a parallel. So I put the bid on the card, and, you know, it was about what they were going for the base rookies. So the card comes in the mail, and sure enough, the angle that the photo was taken totally eliminated any sign of the numbers. Because that can happen if you've ever taken a shiny card and moved it a certain which way. If you don't take the photo at the right angle, the foil numbers disappear in the light, right? I don't think I can do it here now, but on a picture you can, especially if there's a little bit of a glare. Yeah, but that's actually a better reflection of the market. And you know, people say, "Oh, well, you know, you got to take 15% off because of the fees," right? No, you don't have to take 15% off because of the fees. Because most payment systems, you're going to pay fee, especially now, PayPal cracking down on anybody using friends and family excessively. Plus, now on eBay, you got to pay sales tax for everything. Built right in. So you can't. Now, what shows up on the auction, they're paying 7 to 10% more. It's almost like with the auction houses when they have a buyer's premium, but it's just state sales tax. Ooh, Pirates. Cabrian Hayes. Kaboom. Cabrian Hayes Signature Series auto. Perfectly on sticker. Beautiful. Love it. And Juan Soto. So I don't, and with eBay, so here's the thing. There's two things that go on eBay for affecting card values. All right. One makes them go up and one makes them go down. Shill bidding makes them go up. But you also have this trick. Right? You also have this trick where you can do a last-minute bid retraction, right? You got to get it during certain time periods. So some people will use two different names, bid the card up high with both of them, and within the time limit, retract the bids. And right at the end of the auction, you know, you may have scared off some of the bidders. You might not be hot and heavy. At the end of the auction, the card goes for very little. So you can't say eBay pumps up the numbers because it works both ways on eBay. Works both ways. Honestly, when you have a card that's out there a lot, you know, like, you know, PSA 10 Tatis Chrome, base Chrome, and you've got like 40 comps to look at, it's a lot easier to get something. But there's some things out there. I remember one time I saw a card that was a few years ago, so things weren't as crazy back then, but they were still pretty hot. You know, a guy came out, autographed, numbered to 25. So, yeah, well, it's still a problem now. I've seen it come up on the scammers page quite a bit with the funny business with the bid retractions. And then the person will cancel the sale probably, and then the other guy goes, so and so canceled their sale because they didn't go for enough. I don't know. It's like there's no crying in baseball, but in the hobby there can be. It's allowed. But you know what? If there's a lot of people out there like me who won't ever use eBay to buy or sell cards, then why is it the standard that we go by? I mean, there's other things we can look at. There's COMC. For slabs, there's what is it? My Slabs. There's a bunch of stuff out there that you also should be taking into consideration. And the thing is, though, it takes a lot of work to look up all that stuff. I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm gonna try to get the best idea of what I can. And you know, when I comp something, and see, I used to do mortgages for people. So when I comp something, I have the mentality of comping a card like one would comp a house. Because there's differences in cards. And sometimes people are just looking up, you know, their search is too narrow. And they don't get the full picture. Jazz Chisholm with a hollow blue. You gotta make sure you get enough of the picture that you can make an educated decision. And I've seen stuff that I don't like. All right, perfect example. The optic break that we did, I pulled a hollow Tua. I could not believe what the hollow Tua was going for. I know his stuff has come down, but when you look at what the Prism Silver is going and knowing what the print runs on Prism are compared to optic, all right, and then looking at what the Mosaic went for, and I put optic above Mosaic. All right. Maybe in basketball you can make the argument different, but in football I don't think you can make that argument, not yet. But the optic was going for less than all of them. There wasn't a lot of sales, which tells me that a lot of other people didn't like the comps either. So now you have less sales to look at. And I'm comparing across different lines, and I'm like, I'm just going to hold on to the thing. Especially Tua has a lot more upside than downside right now. You know, I thought he was overinflated in the beginning of the football season, but hey, everybody wanted him. And I feel like he's one that everybody was kind of quick to toss out. I'm like, well, I don't think the guy's irrelevant. I just don't think he's Patrick Mahomes. 104 out of 149, Juan Soto, Elite Series. So, yeah, the one-of-one thing, though, so many people complain about the one-of-ones and how there's so many, but there really is only one of that particular card. There's just so many different, you know, I don't want to say parallels, but like you look at National Treasures, there's different variations of things out there. You know, it's the true RPA one of one. It's this insert set autograph numbered one of one. It's the one of one with the NFL shield. It's the one of one with the NFL laundry tag. There is a uniqueness to the cards, and I mean, let's face it, like it or not, and I know vintage collectors particular hate this. They're like, oh, we're in a new junk era. Everything's so mass produced. It's not. I mean, think about some of those cards that we grew up loving, like the old Donruss inserts. And on the back it says, this card is out of 25,000, limited edition. 25,000? That's a lot. We think 2021 is a lot. But they made so many, those cards were impossible to find. Impossible. So the print runs are a lot lower. There's still plenty of cardboard out there, but it's different. It's not, I'm going to get 593 Upper Deck Derek Jeters. That's my life's goal, is to get 500 of the same card. No, now it's like, oh man, that rainbow, those 10 cards that are extremely hard to find, and I want them all in one place. Like, that's what you're chasing now. You know, it's different. It used to be when I was collecting players as a kid, you could get every single card that came out. Some of them were going to be tough. The Kmart set edition, the Captain Crunch edition, the Burger King edition. Then you got their minor league cards. Those were always a fun chase, but Pro Cards was always good at printing out a bunch of those. And so was Classic, right? Shirt and Apostle, Rangers. It's another one. We haven't seen him in Topps yet, but actually, is he a prospect still? I'm trying to remember. Because Donruss, they still mix in the prospects. Or is he a guy who's saved for Series 2? I can't remember right now. Jordan Alvarez. So, yeah, I wouldn't pay $12K for a card either. I mean, we've pulled stuff that was worth more than that. And that's great and all. But my personal shopping cart... I mean, most of the cards that I have are not in my personal collection. It's more of a sentimental thing than anything else. And there's ones that I've sold. You know, sometimes out of necessity. Hey. I used to have a Nolan Ryan rookie. And it was a part cash, part trade deal. I feel like I really sold myself short on it, but I really wanted the card. And I was like, it looks so good. I think it could get a good grade. It's actually one of the first cards I graded. I went to, in 2016, I went to the Atlantic City show. I was researching because I wanted to go to the one in Chicago the following year, and eventually that ended up happening. And I was trying to learn some stuff, and I got my first, bunch of cards graded, and the thing graded like a 6 or a 5.5. And that multiplied the value, even back then, quite a bit. There was some other stuff in the deal that I got. I got a Johnny Bench graded an 8. I sold it for like $100 because that's what the sales were for around that time. I wish I had it back. Now it would be probably a bit amount more, probably a few $100. But I got the cards that I wanted. I checked off on my bucket list the traded Ripken, the Nolan Ryan, the Mike Schmidt, the Reggie Jackson. So eventually I'll have to get the Tom Seaver and the, what was the other one that I wanted one day? Tom Seaver and Pete Rose would be cool ones. Eventually, someday. But they're not ones I'm going to hang around forever to. Yeah, I had gotten a lot of Upper Deck baseball, and I only hit one Griffey once. That was it. SP Derek Jeter. I couldn't afford the. Oh man, it was like what, $10 a pack back in the day. 1377 out of 2021. I wanted cards. I didn't want to just get 2 cards. See, that's the thing. I'm not the gambling type, and I guess that's why I pushed the big bang for the buck teams, because that's the type of collector I am. Or was. It's different when we're doing it for business. You can't fall in love with everything. I have my few things that I would never get rid of. 42 out of 75 Keston Hira. And other stuff on my bucket list is like, I'll be happy if I just possess this. I'll hang on to it for a little while, and then it'll go away. So, I'm not a big Yankee fan, but if there were one Jeter card I would want, it was actually the Stadium Club Murphy. I almost bought that set when I was a kid. I just thought it was cool because it was like the whole stadium. It wasn't even a stadium near me. I just thought it was cool. 733 out of 999. So Trout update rookie I've had, Griffey Upper Deck rookie I've had, Acuna bat down rookie I've actually had, Jordan rookie I've never had, Topps update rookie for Soto I've had, and I think I sold a 9.5. I had a 9.5 Beckett. We actually pulled pink ones. So. Oh, that's cool. You got Trout through the mail? Very cool. What was the turnaround time on that? Cool. Yeah, man, the Mahomes that have passed through my hands, and even the ones that I hit for myself, I wish I had them back, man. The Lamar Jackson True RPA. It was going for about $600 at the time, and then like that season he blew up, and it was going for $8,000. So, yeah, actually the one Griffey I pulled was out of the one time I bought a box. I was doing flea markets and somebody was just dumping everything they had. And the Upper Deck box intrigued me. And they gave me a good price on the whole lot. Man, I wish I had not opened those, especially the Magic stuff that I bought. 22 out of 249, Trevor Bauer. The Terminator. And Magic cards. Man, I got some sales regrets on those, too. Brandon Lau. Rays. And you got Lance Lynn. But I never really regret getting rid of something because I know that if I don't get rid of it, then I won't move on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? I still have, I probably have a few bat down Acuna sitting in my inventory right now, but they're not opened. I got like a couple cases still, maybe a case and a half of jumbos from 2018 Series 2. So usually they popped out one per case. So I probably got some, and who knows, maybe they could PSA 10. But I'm happy just opening it. 94 is when I started. It actually the game came out in 93. And I did pick up some of the older cards. You know, not the Black Lotus or anything like that, but I had some nice stuff. I had friends who had, you know, Time Walk and Power 9 cards and stuff like that, the Moxes. I might still have a Mox Collector's Edition, but those are different because those were literally like trading cards of the Magic cards. So they go for a little bit of money, but not as much. But I had some stuff that, especially with grading being more of a big deal now, because a lot of those cards, they got played to death back then. So it really is hard to find clean cards from 93. And then the early 94 stuff, like Legends and Antiquities and all that, those were tough finds too. And I had a bunch of stuff from that was good. And I just sold it all in a lot. So this is box number 6, final box. And again, I know we've got a lot of chatter going on here, but I think that makes everything interesting. You get a break and a podcast all in one. I always felt like I did the triple threat service there. We break cards, we talk hobby, we talk sports. Wow, that's a fast turnaround time, too. You must have said something nice about the Eagles. All right. Another decent autograph. Yeah, 4th edition. I started playing with like 4th edition, Fallen Empires, The Dark. So a lot of the cheaper at the time sets that were out, and the other stuff was so scarce it sold so quickly. But yeah, I thought it was a fun game. I also like the card aspect to it, having the physical collectible as well as being able to use them for play. And yeah, I won a few tournaments back in the day, but nothing crazy. It's not like they have now with the Pro Tour and stuff like that. Mark McGuire, 1638 out of 2021. Dustin May, 1915 out of 2021. Brady's prices are insane. Yeah. And he really breaks the rule for football. Football, is such a good short-term thing. Long-term, not always the way to go. 57 out of 75. Zach Gallen with the fire parallel. But when you got guys like Tom Brady, he's an all-time great. There's definitely some big upside to guys like that. Nope, they throw them in baseball too. Frank Thomas, 83 out of 100. Joey Bart, hollow blue. So I don't actually have the answer to that, but I can tell you why I think they show up at a different ratio. I think that it's easier to get autographs for them for baseball. So they have enough. They don't print as many baseball cards. Right? So they have more autographs to go around. They print a lot higher runs on their football sets because they're licensed and they're, you know, the standard, the leaders in football and in basketball. Again, basketball, you don't see the points as often either because there's just less print runs on the cards. And you'll see them come out in both. The high hit count products like Elite Extra Edition tend to generate a decent amount of points. So they do come out. But my reasoning is the print runs. And like baseball, you know, you could get several players that sign, you know, retired players, current stars, all right? The rookies, you tend to pick up a lot of rookie signatures, and you can even go into the minor leagues. Whereas with football and, you know, basketball, no one's really looking for any G League autographs, right? It's a totally different prospecting system. So baseball, the points show up the least often because they don't need to. Whereas with football, and I feel like in football they also have more problems with people saying they're going to sign. That really affects redemptions more than anything else. But I just think that it's there's more variables for football. And let's face it, the collegiate products for football tend to be very point heavy, especially at retail. All right, and Panini does offer a lot of hits at retail. Topps doesn't do it as often, if you noticed. All right, and Topps likes to do the manufactured relics in retail a lot too. So there's less autographs there. Whereas Panini, they're like, oh, every blaster gets an autograph. And it's like, you get a 20-box case, you get 10 boxes with points, blasters with points, 9 with crappy autographs, and 1 good one. And that's your, you know, Prism Draft Picks collegiate case for football. So we got Tristan McKenzie and Johnny Cueto. All right, we're almost done with this box here. 2 more stacks of packs. 2 stacks of packs. And Michael Kelly, are you in here? I got a few personal boxes lined up too. If anybody wants to add themselves to the list. Finishing up Donruss. I was surprised this one took as long as it did to go. This really is such a solid, you know, bang for the buck set. we got, what, a Donruss hobby box. Not Donruss, duh. Bowman hobby box, 2020 Bowman. And then 2 boxes of Nimbus, right? So even after the break, there's some more fun to come. And I really am hoping we can get these breaks. The 8-box football mixer, I'd love to do tomorrow night. You know, Tuesday night at the latest, I guess. And then Friday night, I'd like to do the big league mixer. Now, if we don't gain some teams at some point, that ain't ever going to get to the point where it'll happen. So we gotta chip away at this. 149 out of 2021, Fernando Tatis. Yeah, and I hope that the football is as well received. Looks like we had 2 stuck together there. Aroyd and Molitor. They're going to be doing football for the first time. Got John Means, Isaiah Kiner Falefa, Jose Barrios, Davy Garcia, Hollow Blue. John Means, 35 out of 167, Palmiro. Nicholas Castellanos. Chris Bryant. Josh Bell. For whom the bell tolls. Yes, I do have an idea. I think they're going to be going for roughly around 150. Somewhere in the 140 to 160 range. Again, the market is not so stable. Oh, they went up again. Yeah, it's going to be probably 159 ripped and shipped for a box. $321 out of $9.99, Max Meyer. Depends on if I can pick up some extra cases too. I'm only getting a couple, which is what I normally get, so I ain't too dissatisfied about that. But last year I was able to pick up 2 extras at a fair price. 324 out of 349, Trevor Story. And we'll see this year. Kybert Ruiz, Hollow Blue. Jimenez. Yadier Molina. Kirby Puckett. Game used material. Kirby Puckett for the Twins. It's not bad. Especially on top of a Kirilloff auto. Last stack of packs here. We gonna end this out with a bang or not? Last stack of packs. All right, all about that base, We got a Kirilloff rookie, Trevor Bauer Elite Series 281 out of 999. Tristan McKenzie, blue, hollow blue. Blue Star Parallel, Christian Yelich, Chris Bryant, Shohei Ohtani, 68 out of 2021. And blue foil of Mariano Rivera. Glaber, trending, 143 out of 249. Vlad Jr., Diamond Kings, hollow blue. Joey Gallo, Liberty Parallel, Eloy Jimenez, 1987 out of 2021. And a blue foil, Albert Pujols. Christian Pache, Brian Reynolds, Blue Star, Jose Ramirez, Alonso with the Blue Star, Salvador Perez, and we'll close it out with Dalton Jeffries, Ace. All right. Let's recap it. That was fun. I liked it. So, yeah, you know, don't let those things scare you off. If you like the look of the card, all right. If you look at some of the sales on some of the big name signature series for Donruss, there has definitely been more hobby acceptance of the Panini line of cards. Definitely. You know, it's getting there. Is it going to ever be what it is when you're purchasing Topps cards? Probably not. But it's good enough. You also get 3 hits in a Donruss box compared to 1 hit in a Topps. the Topps boxes, the hobby boxes, you're going for the base cards. It's so funny because like the price of the Topps cards, hobby boxes, is dictated by the base cards, and then you have people that are kind of new to the hobby and not understanding and thinking that the boxes are full with junk. No, those flagship Topps cards are the ones to go after. But if you're looking for a lower end set that's going to give you, each of these boxes has 2 autos and 1 relic in it. All right. And in today's money, these are the cheaper boxes out there. You get 3 hits. It's not a bad deal. But no, the Donruss cards are fun. And that's why I do a lot of mixers. And I will mix Topps and Panini and Leaf and Onyx and all that, because every set's different and we're always looking for a good balance. At least I am. I want to get it. You look at the mixer that I put up, that's random team. All right? There's 16 autographs coming out of there. And there's some very high value possibilities out of the first edition. Even though they don't have autographs, they have very expensive parallels. $50 a team, 3 teams for $139. If we had just focused on the first edition, then some people are gonna be like, oh, but I didn't get any autographs. Well, that's not the type of set you look for autographs in. And if we did the other thing, some people would be like, I didn't get any cards. But those are all killer no filler boxes. It's all autographs. So that's what I try to do when I think of things, to construct things. I want you to get the best of everything that's possible and give you the best bang for the buck. So the fact that I even put Donruss as a standalone means I think the product is a good balanced product all by itself. And I just did 6 boxes so that it would qualify as a mixer. I don't think any big Rockies cards, but we're about to go through. Let's go through some of the honorable mentions first. All right, again, we've got some really cool insert sets in Donruss. This Mookie Betts is numbered to 80, so we'll give that an honorable mention. As far as the top rookies, we got these 2 Kirilloffs here, the hobby exclusive, the Liberty. Alec Boehm we did pretty good on, right? The Blue Star, the 100, the Blue Hollow. Joey Bart, we had a Blue Star. So Pache, we had the 2021 parallel. Joe Adele, we had the 2021 and the rookies card. And, just make sure that, if somebody doesn't get a hit, then they got something. And if they do get a hit, then they got gravy there. So hits, Barry Larkin for the Reds. Greg Maddux, number /99 for the Cubs. Tigers, Casey Mize. Yankees, Gio Urshela. And was there another Yankee? Oh yeah, Clark Schmidt. And cool looking stuff like that. That Aaron Judge 249. Trevor Rogers, Marlins. Got short prints like this whammy card, Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. Angels had that Trout to 349. Again, is it going to be as strong as a numbered Topps? No, but it's still Mike Trout and it's numbered. Artist proof, numbered to 10, Big Papi, David Ortiz for the Red Sox. Twins, you had Kirby Puckett with the relic and Alex Kirilloff with the auto. A's, Dalton Jeffries. Indians, Tristan McKenzie. Rays, Brandon Lau. Shirt and Apostle for the Rangers. Brian Hayes for the Pirates. Orioles were one of those teams stuck at the end like the Twins, and then they just went crazy. We got Renato Nunez to 99, Keegan Aiken, and then Ryan Mountcastle, so the guy that would have been looking for. And then the Angels, Joe Adele with the auto redemption. So some fun stuff there. All right. Rockies, you know, I mean, you got some Arenado cards, and I think one of them was numbered, or two of them were numbered. Not a lot for the Rockies. So, Michael Kelly, are you ready? I got 3 boxes for you to pick from. And I only have these. These are actually the last 2 Nimbus boxes I got. I haven't taken them off the list yet because I am considering buying another case. But what do you want to do first, the Nimbus or the Bowman? Again, check out the new 3-box break. It's random teams. Again, I think it's a solid bang for the buck. 50 for one team, 3 for 139. That's almost to the point where we could probably randomize it tomorrow. So let's fill up a few more spots on that. And then 8-box football mixer. I'd like to see if we can break that tomorrow. All right, we're at 17. That's one of the breaks scrolling at the bottom of the screen here. We got one person picking up a 3-team combo deal, and we'll be on standby. And I think we'll be all right. Can we get to standby tonight? That'll be a big factor, I think, in whether we get this breaking tomorrow. So we got Bayron Laura and Ronnie Mauricio. Felnine Celestin, nice international prospect, and Mick Abel of the Phillies. Next one. Got Miguel Geraldo, Roderick Arias, Marco Luciano, and looking good there in black with red ink. Wait a minute. With red ink. With red ink. None of those had red ink before. Oh, well, hold on. Something a little different about this one. There's some writing on the back. 1 of 1. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. I like it. 1 of 1. That's the way to wrap up Nimbus there. I think that was the last box. I should have ordered more. I don't know. I thought it was getting to the point of overkill. That was like the 4th Onyx set, and the pre-book for 2021 didn't come that much after it. So those I don't think are coming out in the too far away future either. The 2021s. So they're starting all over again with the Onyx. All right. 1, 2, or 3. Which one's it going to be? So there's 1 autograph per hobby box. Chasing Jason. 1, 2, or 3. Numero uno. Good luck. So again, 2020 Bowman. Not too far away from 2021 Bowman coming out. First stack here. Again, good luck, Michael. And again, oh, that's cool. I like that. That is very cool. It's not a hit, but I'm going to put that towards the back. We'll have some fun with that. Oh. All right. Nick Solak, Mauricio Dubon, Mackenzie Gore, Tariq Skubal. I mean, it was just a year ago that he got his first Bowman card. And this year, it's a rookie card. Got some prospects. Nico Horner, Bo Bichette, and Kyle Lewis. Jordan Balazovic. Oh, they're stuck together. Got John Diaz, Bowman Chrome. Aaron Savale. There's the first Bowman, Nick Bennett. Again, anything first Bowman Chrome, I always give that 1 cent love. I don't care who it is. Rodriguez, Knapp, and Kellenick. Sam Huff. Adley Rutschman. Luciano. Amaya. Taylor Trammell. Xavier Edwards, Evan White. I guess we'll give that a sleeve. Yu Chang. Christian Robinson. And check that out. Top 100 prospects. All right, right now it's all about Dylan Carlson, but Nolan Gorman, look at that top edge. That's orange. 3 out of 25. Nolan Gorman. 3 out of 25. Orange parallel. I like that. That's a fair enough start, right? And Nick Lodolo. Better Lodolo the base and Gorman the orange, right? Shirt and Apostle. First Bowman card. Got Nate Pearson. And what's this? Ruben Cardenas. Orange Shimmer Auto. Woo! I mean, all right, it's not Brujan or Diaz. We hit some huge hits of theirs when we were first opening these. But, hey, anything gold or better is usually pretty good. So, Ruben Cardenas, numbered to 25. I gotta admit, I'm a little curious. Let's see here. Again, eBay is just as good for a guide. It's not the end-all, be-all of the price line, right? But Ruben Cardenas out of 25. Bowman Auto. See if we have any recent sales. I don't trust that comp. This is actually goes exactly into the conversation that we had a few minutes ago. Why you can't trust eBay prices. I think it's closer to the one in the larger price range. And again, when graded, Bowman Chrome, first Bowman Chromes tend to have a nice multiplier. But, yeah, 37 for an orange shimmer on a position player, that does not look right at all. No, I would trust the 122 number on that. Yeah, if a blue's going for 25, there's no way an orange shimmer is going for 37. Although they got a gold here at 37 from January. I don't know. This is why eBay is not the end-all of pricing. Because it's not. But it's still a nice, rare card right there. I like it. Are LaMelo Ball cards now a hold until next year? What do you think? He ain't going to be holding any. His wrist broke. Oh, too soon. All right. 2 more stacks of packs here. But I like the orange stuff. The orange stuff is good. It's good. It's good. So this is the last box that we have set up for personals so far for tonight. So if you want to add yourself to the pipeline here, then let me know. All right. Let's see what we got in this deck. Jesus Luzardo, Anthony K, Jordan Yamamoto, Casey Mize, Jesus Sanchez, pre-trade, showing up as a Marlin there. Hidden Finds, Jeff McNeil. I can't remember if these were short prints, these Hidden Finds inserts. I feel like they were. Like, not super crazy, but enough that I'm going to put in a top loader just in case. Dalbeck, Brady McConnell, Dustin May, Trent Grisham, Mackenzie Gore. There's Pache right there. Nolan Jones, Tatis, Luzardo, Jason Dominguez, paper. We'll still top load it, even though it's paper. It is a bit of OC though. Little left to right issue there. And a little top to bottom issue. There goes the Bohm. Casey Mize. 90 Bowman look, which I love. 89 Bowmans tended to tick me off because they were the old standard size, right? A little bigger card, a little taller. Not a tall boy, but taller. They never fit in the standard holders, and that was a problem. Leody Taveras, Sam Huff, and that was his first Bowman. Ian Anderson, Evan White, Baron Laura, first Bowman. Sherten Apostle. All right. One more stack of packs here. That's not terrible. That's not terrible either. That's actually really good. I like it. Heading into the home stretch here. Just got a couple more packs to open. All right, that's also good too. So we got Bobby Dalbeck. There's Jason Dominguez in a chrome. So that worked out all right. And even better, right behind him, isn't too bad either, Robert Passan. So back-to-back a couple quality guys. Robert Passan. Randy Arozarena. Jordan Alvarez. Lazovic. First Bowman there. Tariq Skubal. Couple decent pitchers. Gavin Lux. Sean Murphy. Josh Jung. Ronaldo Hernandez. Kyle Muller. And Josh Jung. 333 out of 499. Paper. All right. It's not awful. Maybe we can do a little better. Joe Ryan. Joey Bart. Anthony Volpe Chrome. That's pretty good. Take that. Hey, how about an atomic Joe Adell? It's not too shabby. Joe Adell atomic refractor. Hello. Aqua Shimmer Parallel. 57 out of 125. Bobby Witt Jr. And this one is nicely centered. I want to say this has print lines, but I'm not really sure. Again, I'm not an expert grader, but sometimes those shimmer cards, you can, if you shine them to the light the right way, you can see like some boxiness. But everything else on this card looks outstanding. Number to 125, Bobby Witt Jr. I like it. And that's a wrap for that one. So thank you, Michael. Let's see, Bobby. Wow, that's definitely going for way more than what the autograph is going for. I knew it was good. I was feeling a little more conservative on that. The last one raw. This is Aqua Teal Refractor. Where's the shimmer? An SGC 9.5 shimmer went for $286, and the last Aqua shimmer went for $250. The solid Aqua went for like $405. So there might be some room on that $250, especially if he gets called up this year, because there's talk about that, him playing this year. Even little inklings of starting with. I don't think he's going to start the season. I think they're going to want to protect that availability. But thank you. Hey, glad to contribute there. So, anybody else looking for some nice cards tonight? And we had fun with Donruss. The 1 of 1 in Nimbus. And then as far as the Bowman went, we meant business with that. And any questions on any of the breaks that we have up right now? Again, really want to get that football 8-boxer gone. Really want to take care of that. I would love it if we could do it tomorrow night. And then the random team baseball is looking pretty good. There will be more pick your team baseball coming out as well. So play ball. Big league mixer. Oh man, I want to see that go so bad. Some of those boxes have been put in breaks and those breaks didn't go. And guess what happened to those box values? They only went up further. So don't miss out on some opportunity there if you can help it. We try to give you the most balanced pick your teams in the business, and that big league mixer is really, high risk, high reward, but there's some definite high reward cards that can come out there. So that's it. It's late, a long day. Hopes is that we can get a lot of breaks in during the week, because I know my girls, they got like games on Saturday for Ellie, Sunday for Lexi. So we're swinging into softball season and sliding hard into it. So let's keep it going. All right. I don't got anything else for tonight. So hit me up on Messenger. If I'm awake, I'll break. And we'll rip you a new one tomorrow. Take it easy.